In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best trend line trading strategy that you guys can start using as soon as today. And I'm also going to be showing you guys when to get in, when to set your take profit, and also your stop loss. So without further ado, let's get this video started. When it comes to drawing your trend lines, first thing you need to be able to do is you need to understand how price moves. Now, once you understand how price moves, drawing your trend lines is going to become very easy for you. Now, when it comes to trading, price absolutely does not move in a straight line like this. So price does not move in a straight line like this. Excuse me guys, I know my drawing is bad, but don't judge me, just bear with me. So price does not move in a straight line like this. Instead, for example, let's say we in a downtrend, we'll see price moving exactly like this. We'll have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then a lower low. Now this is exactly how price moves in a downtrend. Now for you to draw your downtrend line, because we have two types of trend lines, we have a downtrend line and we have an uptrend line. Now in this case, for you to draw your downtrend line, you simply just connecting the lower highs. That's all you're doing, and we have this. You can draw this just exactly like this. Now to have a perfect trend line, you need 3 touches. Just like we have here, we have point A, point B, and then we have point C. This is all you need to have a perfect downtrend line. Now when it comes to an uptrend, we'll see price moving exactly like this. We have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and the higher high. Now to draw your trend line, you simply just gonna connect the lows together, and you're gonna have point A. We have point A here, point B, and point C. This is exactly how you draw your trend lines. This is why it's very important for you to understand how price moves, so that drawing your trend lines is going to be easy for you. So I'm going to delete all these drawings, and we're going to take a look at some examples here. So I'm going to show you guys 2 examples here, and we're going to be taking a look at this example using GBP JPY, and we're on the 4-hour time frame. Now for this uptrend, we can see price was in an uptrend for a while here, looking at this on the 4-hour time frame. Now what we need to do here to draw our uptrend, we have to start from where the trend changed, which is going to be the low right over here, as you guys can see here. So what you need to do here is to grab your trend line tool, and we'll start from right there, and we'll just draw our trend line. Now we have our trend line drawn, and as you can see, we have point A, point B, point C, and we actually had another touch here as point D. Now that we have this trend line here. Now for example, if you want to get into this trade right here, if you're trying to take a buy position, now let's say you come into the market and you take a look at the chart and you see this setup. All you simply have to do is to simply wait for price to pull back towards your trend line to see if price is actually going to break your trend line or reject your trend line. And in this case, we have a rejection, right? We have a rejection right over here at point B, and you can absolutely get in this buy position here, I'll have my entry at this second bullish candle here. My entry will be right there, and my stop loss will be below my trend line here, and we're looking at about 40 pips for my stop loss. And for my take profit, all I simply need to do is to look for my resistance zone or my previous high to set my take profit target. That's why when you combine trend lines with support and resistance, it becomes a very, very powerful strategy, because at the end of the day, you don't even need no indicators at all. Price action is the best trading strategy. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to simply target my previous high, making that my resistance zone. That's going to be my take profit target. And let's take a look and see how many pips this was. So for this trade, we're looking at 150 pips, risk to reward ratio 3:6, stop loss 42 pips. Very, very simple, very, very simple trade strategy to use. Now, let's say you missed that entry right there. You have your trend line drawn already. You wait for to see if price is going to reject or break below your trend line. Price didn't do that. Instead, price rejected. Now you have your entry right over here at this bullish candle, and you just simply have your take profit target at the previous high, making that your resistance zone. And our take profit for this trade, we're looking at 80 pips. Stop loss, you can have your stop loss right below the trend line. We're looking at 40 pips, risk to reward ratio 2:1. Very, very simple strategy. So this is exactly how you guys use trend lines to take entries, and how you guys draw your trend lines as well. Now let me show you guys one more example here. I'm going to show you guys a sell example. So let's look for a sell example here. Let's see what we can find. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to use this right here. Now, what we're simply doing, if we're trying to draw our downtrend line, we're simply going to connect the lower highs together. And we can see here the trend actually started from right here. So this was our lower high, higher high right here. Now we're simply going to connect the highs together. So we'll start from right here, and we simply draw our trend line. So all we're simply doing is connecting the lower highs. We start from the high and we connect the lower highs together. And here we can see we had point A, point B, and we had point C right over here. Now to get into this trade position, now we know the price is trending below the trend line. Let's say we come into the market and we saw this setup right here. Now I'm waiting to see if price is going to break this trend line to the upside, or we're going to have a rejection. Now once I see this rejection, I wait for this 4-hour bearish candle to close. I wait for another bearish candle. Now I'm going to have my entry right over here at this bearish candle, and I'll have my stop loss right above my trend line, and we're looking at 50 pips right here. Now for my take profit target, all I have to do is just to target the previous low, making that a support zone. I'll target that, and I'll have my take profit target right here, and we're looking at 118 pips, stop loss 50 pips, risk to reward ratio 2:3. And as you guys can see, price got to our take profit target, rejected, pulled back towards the trend line before price eventually broke your support zone, and then it continued. Now this is how you use these trend lines trading strategy to take a sell position. But let's say you missed that entry, and we had another example here. Let's say you're waiting patiently, you're waiting for price to pull back towards your trend line, and you have your trend line already there. You wait for a rejection, or you wait to see if price is gonna break to the upside above your trend line. Now what you simply do, you see the rejection, now you wait for the bearish candle to close, and you have your entry right at the next 4-hour bearish candle, or whatever time frame you're trading on. And we can target stop loss right above the trend line, let's say for 40 pips. Now for my take profit, I'll have my take profit at the next low, meaning my next support zone, and we'll have my take profit here. We're looking at 124 pips. Our stop loss is for 43 pips, and risk to reward ratio is 2 to 8. Now this is how you guys use this strategy, whether you're trying to take a buy position or you're trying to take a sell position. Now when you're trying to use this strategy, I actually recommend that you guys combine your trend line trading strategy with support and resistance, because support and resistance is also going to help you with your take profit zones, because at the end of the day we're actually trading from zones to zones. So guys, this is how you guys use this strategy. So I hope you guys found value in this video. If you found value in this video, all I ask is that you give this video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you all, and I will see you guys at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace and love.